Alright, we're going to make some chicken enchiladas. And in my recipe, it has cooking the tortillas at the end. But I like to do it in the beginning because that way I only have to dirty one pan. So I go ahead and use this same pan to do the tortillas and the sauce. So the tortillas need to just be cooked through and still pliable because you're going to roll them. So I just put a little bit of spray on top too. And then I use a fork to turn them. Harrison, stay out of it. Harrison, stop. Oh, Harrison. My helper's not cooperating. Go put that in the garbage for me. There we go. Alright. So, go pick it up off the floor and get it in the garbage can. Okay. Alright, so I just use a fork to flip it over. Just get it a little bit brown. Mostly because I make my homemade tortillas, the flour is raw, so they need to be cooked thoroughly. So you need to get them hot all the way through. So you want them, any bubbles that come up, kind of press them down because you want the tortillas to be flat. So here we go. That's pretty good. So I just keep mine in the tortilla warmer until we're ready to roll up the enchiladas. Okay, so now we're going to make the sauce for the chicken enchiladas. Start with 1 cube of butter. Melt it in my pan here. Okay, while that's melting, I'm going to go ahead and add I use 1 onion. I like to use sweet onions, but you can use whatever onion you've got around. And again, in my recipe, I have to add the jalapeno later, but I like to add it when I add the onion because I like it to not be crunchy. So now I'll cook this for a few minutes until it's tender before I add the garlic. Okay, so the onion and jalapeno are getting tender and the onion's starting to get a little bit brown on the edges. So I'm going to go ahead and add the garlic. The garlic doesn't need near as much time to cook. So now I'll cook this for about a minute or 2 before I add the flour. Okay. So the garlic is nice and cooked, getting very fragrant. We're going to go ahead and add the flour. Get it mixed around until it sucks up all the liquid. And then it needs to cook for about a minute to 2 minutes so the flour is thoroughly cooked. Okay, so now the flour is all cooked. I'm going to add the chicken broth. And I'm going to whisk it so it's all combined. And then continue whisking until the sauce starts to thicken. So as the sauce has gotten thick, go ahead and add the sour cream. So I go ahead and turn the heat off. And get the sour cream mixed in until it's all well incorporated and creamy. Alright, so now get the casserole pan ready. I just put enough sauce in the bottom to coat the bottom. I think it tastes better. I believe my original recipe just said to pour it over the top, but I like it better this way. So I just kind of push it around Alright, so this part's ready. So now we'll get the chicken ready. So now I'm getting the chicken filling ready. So I do my 2 cups of chicken and 2 cups of cheese. Just kind of mix it up here. I use Colby Jack, what the original recipe called for and what I've just pretty much stuck with. But I've also used whatever cheese I happen to have on hand. If it's cheddar, or I've even used mozzarella. And it's kind of whatever cheese you like. You can change it up to what your family likes. So I've got that mixed up. And I put approximately 2 cups of the sauce in here. And I stir that up again. I want it to be pretty much just kind of wet enough to make it fit together and stick in the rolled up tortilla without falling out. So it becomes a kind of a thick filling. Alright. So now, got the filling ready. We'll get out our tortillas. And hopefully, they've stayed warm enough. So put a nice amount in there. Don't fill it too full or more full than what you can roll it. So roll it up and you put seam side down. And you just continue with that until you have all the pan full. Alright, so we got all the tortillas rolled up with the filling. Now put a good coat of the sauce on top. You can put as little or as much as you like. My family likes them soft, so I put quite a bit of sauce. If you like them crispy, then go a little easy on the sauce. Leave the ends, uncovered. Go. Alright, so now we top it with the cheese. Alright, so we've got the cheese on top. Now I cover it with the foil. And we'll cook it at 350 degrees for about half an hour. We want it to be bubbly and hot through. And then we'll take the foil off and let it cook for about 10 minutes with the foil off before we take it out to eat.